I'm going to invite you guys to close your eyes, taking a deep breath, enjoying the moment, be present, open your heart, your mind. Try to focus on the present moment, and with our open hearts, let's invite our mentors, spiritual guides. I'm gonna listen our friend Bernadette that prepare a lecture for us this Sunday. Thank you, thank you.
Welcome everyone. Just a reminder to turn off your cell phones or the volume. Um, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so happy to be here. It's been a few days. There was a lot going on. It was the Spiritist Symposium, and we had so much fun with the kids. I invite you to look at the lectures and see the children's presentation. We have about 20 children, and we create a little play, and they presented. So there was no practice previously till we got there, and all the kids and teen, and we had a really good time. I also realized that I'm not that young anymore, being doing this for more than 10 years, but I had a blast. Um, so the topic I chose today is your home, your presence. I have to look here because the glare, I can't see what's going on there. And why I was thinking about this topic, because of everything that's going on in the world. And there is a lot of going on in school and my work. And to see the children, with the problems and so much more. But if we have a good home with peace and love and teach our children compassion, understanding, this world will be much better. So today is just a reminder. We already do wonderful things in our home. And it's just an invitation to stop and think, right? Because I'm thinking about this all the time. But before we go there, I would like to share with you this book that I've been reading. And if you want a book to read, it's wonderful. Where Two Worlds Touch. Very inspirational. And I highlight everything. I have so many things highlighted. And it says here the difference between quoting and knowing. And I love it. It is inspirational, encouraging, and comforting to study someone else's journey into enlightenment. We always like, wow, Jesus is awesome. God, that. Look what Emmanuel does. Oh, I read this book, and you can quote. And we were really good at quoting books. I have friends that I'm not that way. Oh, it's question number 231 of the Spirit's book. Okay, my memory is not there yet. And this is good. You know how many books we are able to quote, how many parts of the Bible. But do we really know it? And when I was reading this, I go, oh my God, I've been quoting a lot. It says, but it's so much easier to acquire stories about enlightened ones than it is to follow the lead. And in that book, there has a little story about this guy, this explorer, he went to Brazil, the Amazons, and he had a great time exploring parts that he's never been to, the beautiful trees and the flowers and everything. And he was so fascinated that he wanted to share with the world. So he came back home and decided, I'm going to show this. I'm going to create a map. And he created this beautiful map. But explaining here, this is where you go, you see the waterfall, canoeing, this is all the beautiful things you can see. And he came back so excited. He wanted to share the beauty. And people, wow, this map is so cool. Let me put on the wall to decorate by living. How many times we get all those information, a beautiful picture of Jesus, a beautiful picture, whatever it is, your saint, for somebody that study the life of saints instead of just having a picture. And I'm respecting, I was Catholic, but that means nothing if you don't study the life and we learn from the life of that person suffered. Mother Teresa or whatever it is. Otherwise, it's just words. How many times we're just putting things on the wall? If you go to somebody's house, if you go to my house, you see a lot of books, but they're just maps. It's It's better if you have 2, 3 books that we really read and understood and put in practice. I'm not here, believe me, as I talk to you, I like Bernadette. You need to get better, right? No judgment. But then one is knowing, and now I'm going to share something with you that as a teacher, we have to learn this. And you, when you become a teacher, you already know my friend there. She is financially studying. And some of you already know. Have you heard of the Bloom's taxonomy? This is amazing. We have to study this to be a teacher. This is how we learn. So to be here, ready to put in practice in any job, in anything, we start here. First, we have to remember. Okay, I remember that Jesus taught us about being patient. I remember. And if you are my age, you are very forgetful. That means we need repetition. That's why when we do the gospel at home, we say, for somebody that doesn't have that experience, oh, I finished the book. What book are we going to get now? Now we're going to start again. I just read that story. Well, you probably forgot. So we are here wanting kids to create and do those wonderful things. If you can remember. And this is applied for any job, a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher. First you read, you learn, you remember. Then you have to understand. If I cannot teach the child doesn't understand, but is why it's good to be compassionate, you will never be compassionate. And it takes a day, a week, months, years, reincarnation. And we are here in different stages of our life. After that, I will apply, I will practice. I had to do student teaching. A doctor has to do, the training in the hospital. To be a lawyer, you have to practice. Work in a law firm or whatever it is. You apply. Practice. Then you analyze. Okay, how was I before I was compassionate? Is it better? Oh, maybe, and then I evaluated that I'm a better person. No, oh, that maybe I didn't understand. I have to go back. And just now I create. I'm ready to put into practice. This is with every day. And me as a teacher, we go, why? Why do I tell this child over and over? And it's like, what? Well, first we have the frontal cortex. You have to remember, till they are 20 something, the parents are the frontal cortex of a child until they are ready. But here, and this applies to everything to get becoming a better person. So after I say this, I chose one message from Emmanuel. This book, I didn't know this book. It's called Teu Recanto, actually in Portuguese. I tried to translate to your corner, your nook, but I thought your home is better. And this book is in Portuguese, and I translate the whole message. We can share with you later. And as we read about think, how is my home? Do I do this? When he mentions something, am I at the remembering level? At the apply level? I'm ready to create and put into practice? What level am I? And he says the introduction. It's a beautiful introduction to you who aspire to reach the path of freedom and peace. This book is to you who have experienced the presence of hardship and trial and who are searching for the cause of anguish and suffering. And we offer this. And there's several messages about all kinds of topics. And it's very inspiring. And when I read this one about your home, I forgot. It's chapter 19. I forgot. I was reflecting why, because of this war that's breaking my heart, that it hurts to see how many children, people, it doesn't matter what side is a human being. And the root, one of them, in my opinion, one of them is the home. If you have a home with love, with care. So let's think about our home. How is my home? And Emmanuel is helping us in a very lovely way and understanding. So he has 12 quotes, 12 phrases that we will read. I thought, am I going to just talk about it? No, let's read and you reflect. Go from there. When people talk to you about peace and happiness in the world, focus on the service life has entrusted to you. So Emmanuel is telling us, oh, there is so many problems in the world and peace and happiness. Happiness, some people are happy or not, or whatever's going on. We are like, oh my God, this is true. It's all the government's fault, or whatever it is, it was about this and that. We blame, we complain, we feed the negativity. And Emmanuel is saying, stop. Go back to your home and focus that God entrusted you with a service and something good. Everybody here is a child of God. Everybody here is important. Everybody here has a beautiful message and a mission in this world. So he's saying, stop and feeding all the negativity. Focus on the good things you can do. In fact, you can pull the strings that determine peace and order for millions of people. But it's only fair that you ensure harmony in your home. We can't just switch. Okay, today the whole world's going to be peaceful. Bling! On, off. We wish up. There is no such a thing. But we can do something. Starting where? Starting at home. Harmony in our home. Love in our home. Peace in our home. Next, whether it is a big house, a small apartment, or just a small corner, this is your personal world. You feel it with your thoughts and dreams. I don't know if you see it's so small. I put the Bloom's taxonomy here. Remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, create. You fill your home with your thoughts and dreams. What kind of thoughts we are filling our house? Now look, life is hard. Work is hard. Dealing with people is hard. But remember, we are not angels. Same way we have to deal with others, they have to deal with us. Okay? with our pet peeves, with our personality. When it comes to thoughts, am I applying negative thoughts to my house? Because we understand. I understand the negative thoughts are not a good thing. I totally remember and I understand in the taxonomy. But you gotta catch it. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to work. Oh, look what's going on. Go, oops, okay, okay, okay. No, no, thank God I have a job. Right? And, oopsie, let's get here. It's reasonable to put the best you have into it. Cleanliness and noble thoughts are deserving as are plans for happiness and aspiration for progress. So, okay, we clean the house. We should, as much as we can. Clear the clutter that helps us to think straight. If you can't think straight, I was just telling my husband, we got new furniture. And I was talking to my therapist. And I live in practically in that bedroom in my house. That's my daughter's when she used to live with me. I come home, I go there, I take a nap, and that became my office where I sleep, where I plan my lessons, and suddenly it's a mess and I can't clean. I try and then it's a mess again. I try again, it's a mess. Because my mind is a mess. And that environment reflects who I am at this moment, how I feel. So I talked to my therapist and says, okay, what is it? There's a lot of memories. How do we clean? So we decided to get new furniture for the bedroom. To get new furniture, the first thing that the man said, you need to clear. Everything needs to go out. And we are dealing with this mess. If you can't walk in our house right now because it's no living room. We dumped everything in the living room for the bedroom. But I was able to with help. And then I felt more peace in the room. But I had to have help. What part of the house is really cluttered? What part of your mind, in what subject you are stuck? We're talking about outside home, but we have our inner home. We are stuck. And if you are stuck, it's okay. But what are we going to do about it? Is it a relationship? Is it a job? Is it health? Is it your children? Is it family? That messy, cluttered bedroom represented me in a state of mind. And I had to do something. But I had to ask for help. And the help was by furniture, therapist, talking to my husband. What are we going to do? And now we're going to move on to other parts of the house. But think about it. Next, you will reside in a space with meditations and writings to elevate your spirit. Look, Mega is telling us, here are all the rules. I'll be glad later print this and to use you, he shared. Speak words from your heart to offer help and blessings. Yeah, we know. But it's time to evaluate. Do we always speaking good things and blessings? And it's hard because of social media. We see so many negative things. I was again looking at, listening to the radio, the news, and all those fights, with pictures, and there's really bad pictures. But then one guy saw, you see this picture. This was from a war 2 years ago, and somebody put it there. So we don't even know what is true or not. But one thing is true: love, peace, Jesus. And if we focus on that and start vibrating good things, we can change. Things can get better, but not alone. your home, this space is where you collect the less happy impressions of others about life. Oh my gosh, when I read that, then rephrase them with your optimistic and uplifting words to improve and brighten the ideas and opinions you encounter. Oh my God, I need to apply that. We live with somebody at home, right? And it's not always going to be a nice conversation. We're always going to say negative things, good things. And what we do, we listen and we go, yeah, that's true. Yeah, we feed. When I read it, I translated it. Then you rephrase with uplifting words. As I mentioned here before, I have a friend, I have actually people who are now that complain a lot about their job. And after a while, coming to me, always saying negative things, I was getting tired, overwhelmed, feeling the energy. But then I start saying, oh, but he really helps when he lines up with kids. And every time the person says something negative, it says something positive. So the person said, it's not fun to talk to Leal anymore. Do we do this at home? Rephrase with optimistic and uplifting words. No, it's 12, so we're getting there. Number 7, if you want to know when I'm going to be done. Through your prayers, you will surround this place with positive energy, embracing both friends and anniversaries, delivering a message of unity and harmony to all. Oh my God, do we do this? Maybe at this we are at the remembering level and understanding level. We apply it sometimes, but I'm not saying here, oh, look at us, we are all at the remembering level, because I know that each one of you here are powerful and you are doing wonderful things. You are the creating level. My friend there, she makes wonderful, what kind of cake? Carrot cake. She is like, she really remembers. She understands how delicious it is. She applies, she does at home on Alliance and see all the evaluation, everybody. I love, I love, I love, I love, I love. And now she wants to know why she brings to us and bring us joy. That means the hint for me to say when we're gonna have. So, but you all have talent. Wonderful, wonderful things to share. Did I read the last part? I stopped from there, here. You will venture out from dawn to dusk. I go, come on, Emmanuel. From dawn to dusk. It's a lot. Sharing your best self. I wake up, get my coffee or whatever it is. I go, from this moment on, I'm sharing my best self. And then we look online. And then we get WhatsApp. Then we see the news. Then somebody calls you. And your best self start going. Oh, get a sign and put on the door. My best self. Just the reminders. Because we need to remember over and over. Reminders. Beginning with your faithful completion of your responsibilities. That means you do our responsibilities. What's my best self? And guess what? Sometimes we are not the best. Because we are human beings. Something happens. We are sad. If we're that perfect, we are not reincarnated. And it's okay. And then you say, today was hard, but tomorrow is a new day. And maybe you cannot be the best of yourself like Emmanuel wants from dusk to dawn. But you can be the best for the next 30 minutes. Make a commitment to be the best. If it's 30 minutes, 10 minutes. Why? Because we need to apply. We need to practice. For me to be a teacher, I had to practice a little bit at a time. To be talking here, when I start with a music, I was shaking, sweat. But it's practicing 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, and you go from there. Okay, 8. In the face of alarming comments about Earth upheavals of humanity's problems, retreat to your corner, retreat to your home, and persist in doing good every day. Just keep going, press on doing good, no matter what. We are sad, but keep going. 9. We have a specific role in the eyes of divine providence, just like our place in the sun. When we were born, there was, oh God, the planning for your reincarnation was not easy. I did like, oh, Bernadette, are you sure? Come on, give me something easy here. All right, you're going to do this, but we're going to give your sister that she will help you in a moment, Then you go to San Diego and you're going to meet Anise, he's your obsessor. And gonna be hard, but that's okay. He has Susanna to help you. When you two are fight, because you know all the arguments, like a brother-sister relationship here. Come, Susanna, calm down. You two, go to your corner. You go. But just like brother and sister, we had our problems, but if anything happens to him, I need you. He needs, I'm there. He's here. And that's family, and that's the Spiritist Center is a family for me. Anytime that you need anything, please, we will help each other. So take into account how important a task in your hands is for enhancing life. Life is not just waking up and doing whatever and let whatever happens to lead us. And that's why we get frustrated. So focus today. I'm going to smile at 10 people. Start 5. For me, it's kind of easy because I have a big mouth. I'm just laughing. But what is it that you can do? 11. Everything that is great and beautiful in your soul comes originally from the Creator through some creature, some human being. It comes from everything that comes from God. It's good. It's beautiful. It's useful. And guess what? You from God. So you are wonderful. You are useful. You are beautiful. You are amazing. Because you came from God. Don't let anybody say that. Examine what you feel, think, and do in the place where you live. Think about it. This is part of 12. Your home is your presence. So whatever you are, you're producing something before your neighbor and before God. So we are a model. All the time we are modeling whatever we do, whatever we say. Be careful what we say. So reflect about it. In what level, go search the Bloom's taxonomy. When your child doesn't know or can do something, go, oh, I still need to spend hours in the apply, in the practice. Where am I in learning? And to close, because I typed everything again. It's 3 pages, 3 slides. But look what I did. Every time that there was your home, I changed everything to the first person. So together, if you feel comfortable, we can read this together. Can you all see? But I want to when you say me, if you feel like, go me, I. These are wonderful affirmations that we should read. Are you ready? Okay. My home. Everybody. When people talk to me about peace and happiness in the world, I focus on the service that life has entrusted to me. In fact, I can pull the strings that determine peace and order for millions of people, but it's only fair that I ensure harmony in my home. Whether it's a big house, a small apartment, or just a small corner, this is my personal world. I fill it with my thoughts and dreams. It's reasonable to put the best I have into it. Cleanliness, noble thoughts are deserving, as are plans for happiness and aspiration for progress. I will live in a space with meditations and writings that elevate my spirit. I speak words from my heart to offer help and blessings. This space is where I collect the less happy impressions of others about life, then replace them with my optimistic and uplifting words to improve and brighten the ideas and opinions I encounter. Through my prayers, I will surround the place with positive energy, embracing both friends and adversaries, delivering a message of unity and harmony to all. From there, I will venture out from dawn to dusk, sharing my best self for the betterment of others, beginning with the faithful completion of my responsibility. Last one. I have a specific role in the eyes of my prophets. My place in the sun. I take into account how important the task in my hands is for enhancing everything that is great and beautiful, good and useful, comes originally from the Creator through someone, somewhere. I exactly feel, think, and do in the place where I live. My home is my presence. Wherever I am producing something before my neighbor and before. Good job. Thank you. Hope this inspired us. And I'll be glad later to share this. Just tell Anicio and we'll figure it out.